This is an emergency. Interruption. From the Hot Toys Wizard. An interruption. We are under an investigation. Myself and my friend, Captain Rex. In the 501st, we are going to uncover the mysteries of Hot Toys for May 4th week. Look at this. It's from an old Bantha. These are Bantha ruins. And look, a Hot Toys box. That is the first clue. Let's keep moving around. Look here, another sign of Hot Toys. Anakin. What does this mean? All of this is the ruins from the May 4th week. You have to wonder what this means. I think we have more. Look, it's possibly a droid, Captain Rex. Let's go. Where is this droid? What droid is this? Is it possible that this is a new mold, that we're working on a new droid? What do you think, Rex? Agreed. I don't know. Listen, we don't always buy coffee out, but when we do, we buy it from 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Whoa, baby. Listen, I don't always go live, but when I do, I go live really with fresh brewed coffee, really fresh brewed. This coffee is so fresh because I spilled so damn much of it this morning when I woke up that I had to just keep rebrewing, repercolating, rebrewing the coffee over and over and over again. And you have to wonder, is this the freshest coffee at 6 Scale Cantina ever? And I say, yes. Man, look, I didn't think it would come now, but I had a sneaking suspicion. I had a real sneaking suspicion that last year on April 13th, we got one of the most epic releases ever with the DX28 Bespin Luke, which absolutely was crazy. Nobody was expecting it. Everybody actually thought that the Bespin Luke that they were teasing was kind of gone, was one of those figures lost forever in the crypt, baby. But out of nowhere, the figure came out on April 13th. My goodness gracious. And now, with it being just 1 week removed, today on April 6th, 1 year later, in April 2023, are you kidding me? Wow. And what did I tell you? Not just one release, but 2 releases. And look, this may be, forget about the best Darth Vader. I mean, I cannot believe the base that this freaking thing comes with. I cannot believe what they did. Did you see the Emperor hanging up over there? And don't you tell me, oh, no, they're not going to give us another Emperor. Did you see the R2? Don't tell me we're not getting another R2. You're getting another 3PO. Look, all coming right in time, right when that DX28 is about to go out, while all the juice was squeezed, while all the coffee that could be spilled on the DX28 could be spilled. Don't they want to keep 10,000 of those in stock? I think they rather put out a few thousand of what we got here today, baby. Oh my God, with this thing, it is absolutely insane. I mean, I'm talking about this, baby. And look, I had to go live. This thing just looks incredible. You want to talk about putting in some R&D and some imagination. And wow. I mean, I let's just go ahead and dive into it, baby. I can't right now.
All right, but this is the last time.
Yeah, baby. And listen, we are live with a very special Aries Terrington's Drunk on Coffee. And I just had to go live with Drunk on Coffee today because of this epic and I dare say historic, especially on the Vader side, Hot Toys Star Wars announcement, bombshell from Hot Toys this morning today. Really, just 51 weeks later, almost 1 year later. Remember, last year on April 13th, we did get that DX28 Luke Skywalker officially announced. And then basically just 1 year removed, 1 year later, we have this C-3PO and R2, which we're going to dive into. And we got this epic Darth Vader. And honestly, if I had to choose between the quarter scale Vader and this Vader with what it comes with, it's not even a comparison. Wow. Kudos to Hot Toys for not giving us even the same exact thing in quarter scale as they did in 6 scale. The quarter scale has its own awesomeness associated with it. But let me tell you something, baby. And I'm still vying for that one, and I will get that one, especially when we get the quarter scale Luke. Never doubt the wizard, quarter scale Luke is coming. Return of the Jedi. But listen, that 6 scale Darth Vader, are you kidding me, baby? Let me know what table you're at here in the chat. I haven't done, this is basically live and raw, coming live and raw on you. Look, I know there was other channels going live today. I've been waiting for a spot to go in. I just finally had to go on and say my piece here, at least for 90 minutes or so on this for sure. But listen, it is just 1 year later. And keep going to the chat. I'm going to get to your chats here in a second. It's 1 year later, and not only did we get one, but we got 2 announcements. But you have to wonder, what does that mean for May 4th? Which is why I replayed that wizard interruption disguised not only as TK Fobo, but a very thin Captain Rex. And because if they're emulating and duplicating what they did last year, is it possible that we could get even more on May 4th than we did last year? Case in point, April 13th, 1 year ago, we got one. We got the DX28, which, believe me, was more than enough, right? One of those figures from the crypt that I just played that clip for you. But we didn't just get one. We got 2. So what does that mean? We're not getting Vader, that Vader anyway, for May 4th. We're not getting 3PO for May 4th. And trust me, they will never, ever, hi, Chris Jericho, give you what they gave you 2 years ago again with the plurgs. Again, they will never make that mistake again when Sideshow blew them out of the water with that Grievous announcement. That's why last year, you not only got one, you got two. Not just two, three. Not just three, four. Not just 4, 5. Is it possible that they could even surpass that this May 4th? And I say... yes. Oh, my goodness gracious. And listen, we're going to get into what this means for the DX28 because we've been looking at that. We got to talk about this, but it does directly correlate with the DX28, just like that Mando Luke Skywalker. Okay, the DX22 and 23, and the DX Ahsoka Tano. Okay, the DX20 and 21 directly correlate with the Mandalorian season 3. What's going on? There's make no mistake about it that this correlates with that Vader from the Obi-Wan series. And you're going to see the last one that is available within the next couple of weeks. Get that low stock warning and go out as this other Vader goes in. The juice is squeezed on the DX28. If you want the DX28 and you have the money for the DX28 and you were thinking you were going to find it in the bargain bin, I suggest you maybe think differently because make no mistake about it with this one coming out, that one's about to go out the door. Just like that C-3PO. What have I been telling you? I missed out on the 3PO, Aries. You know, the 3PO we were all dreaming about. The C-3PO from Attack of the Clones. You know, when you woke up in the morning, I really wish we would finally get a C-3PO from Hot Toys. And I really wish we'd get that one from Attack of the Clones. You weren't thinking of A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back. Hey, you weren't thinking of any of those C-3POs. You would just happen to think of the Attack of the Clones ones. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen. That one on waitlist, we were trying to see what's going to happen with the Clone Trooper. We were trying to see what happens with the Clone Pilot in months to come. Let me tell you from the Dark Jedi, you don't got to wait no more with this. Those are gone. That 3PO from Attack of the Clones, gone. Better to go ahead and put this C-3PO out, which I can't wait to get into today, because you're going to have a better chance of moving a few thousand of those fresh than you are 3,000 of the Attack of the Clone ones sitting in stock. And that is exactly 100% what you're seeing and what I've been trying to share, that I think the direction, at least in the immediate short term, is going. But man, oh man, we've got to look at this. But let's go to the chat because I'm sure a lot of you are in there. And let's see who we got in here today. We have got the songwriter. Hello, collectors. Return of the Jedi 40th. What a great way to begin. Single songwriter, you have to wonder, is this what they call me? Or is this what they call you, baby?
They call him the Wizard.
And we have got Thule in the house. What is going on? A Cantina Insider. Don't forget to smash that like button as I'm going through and we're going through. You're watching a very special. I don't normally do this live, but I had to. This is because this is not only... Yes, I'm getting the C-3PO. Yes. But we already got the other C. We're going to get every C-3PO from every movie and TV show. Just trust me. Trust me. You're going to get them all. That's what you're starting to see. It's starting to unfold. But this Vader, baby, this Vader, I had to go live. This was the Vader. I've been waiting for this Vader. This is the Vader I want. Even more than the Empire Strikes Back Vader. This is the Vader I want. We're going to get into it. What's up, Collecting Madness? Great channel. Make sure you subscribe to him. Good to have Collecting Madness in here. And the Insane One is in the house. Another Cantina Insider. What is going on? Collector Joey, the ultimate. It's pretty damn good. Let me know what table you're at. Best Car Kid. What is going on, my dude? Great, great support. Thalia's in here. Are you spilling your coffee today, Thalia? And Laura, Another Cantina Insider, Laura, did you spill your coffee? And Jack Jones says, afternoon, Aries. Good to catch you live. I listen, you guys could always count on the Dark Jedi if possible. If it's going to be an announcement like this, Vader, you're going to catch me live when I could go ahead and fit it in. Mr. Bob Ryan, another great channel. Looking forward to getting Ryan on here. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. Table 66. Well, I guess, Mario, I have to go ahead. I will play this for you because, Mario, do you think that this Return of the Jedi 6th scale of Darth Vader, is it good? No, I didn't play the N1 clip, Mario. But don't worry, before the show's over, you have to wonder if I will. Oh my goodness gracious. Eddie Rodriguez, it feels like Christmas. I agree. I agree. Howard Chan is the wizard. He is. And he made me do this. He really, really did. What's going on, Polo? Good to have you in here. Adam, debating whether to cancel the Obi-Wan Vader now. What a great question. What a fantastic question this is. And put your questions in the chat. Ask Aries anything on this. And let me know what table you're at. And I'll go ahead and address it. Do you think Hot Toys and other companies are asking this same question? What has the juice been squeezed on the DX28? Kind of jumping the gun on this question here, getting into it, but has the juice been squeezed on this DX28? Is it really for real? And not only has it been squeezed, are some people going to cancel their pre-orders on that? I'm not, because that's Hayden Christensen. That is one of the most amazing figures ever from Hot Toys. But for the most part, the people that were going to pre-order that have done it, and people that are going to get it and waiting to pre-order it are doing it now, which is why it's so high up, because they've been seeing everything go out of stock, except the deluxe version now, the one version that's left. There's 4. And make no mistake about it, people that want that figure are going to pre-order it now. And once it's all been squeezed in, it's going to get the low stock warning, which is going to get more people that are going to that want to make the decision to do it. And then it's going to get almost sold out, and then it's going to hit waitlist. But exactly with this comment right here is exactly why they're not going to put 3,000-4,000 of them in stock in this economy. It's just that one's just about over. Master Imwe, no more coffee in the cup. No, it's all on the floor, baby. AJ, what is going on, my friend? Good to have you in here. And the Popsic is in here, and we all know what table Mr. Popsic sits in at table 5. Been a Cantina Insider, a member of my channel for almost a year. Let's fill him up at table 5, but instead of Grogu, Grogu's eating some pizza, baby.
You're delicious.
Ciao, boys.
Maybe we're going to get Newt Gunray. Newt Gunray on May 4th.
Can't do that. Shoot her or something.
And if I missed you in there, please keep going on in the chat. I got to get on to all this craziness in here. It's absolutely crazy. There's a Hoth's Hometown hero. Been doing a great job. Make sure you subscribe to him as well. Good to have AJ in here. He's been on the last couple of shows. Yeah, right with you. And he's also saying, spill that coffee and smash that like button. Yeah, thank you so much, my man. There's Link, long time Cantina Insider and supporter. Single Songwriter says, got all the Vaders to pose with the 3 trilogy. Yeah, right with you. Future Freeze, so many in here. Let's get into it. Keep putting in the chat. Ask Aries anything. If I didn't get to it, don't discourage. Put it back in the chat because I'm the only one in here today. So let's get into this and let's blow this up onto the screen. And let's take a look at what we're looking at here. All right, look, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Look at that effect, first of all. Just look at this here. And yes, that is the Emperor. You could see his face on the top part of this. It's there. And that light up feature with this, can you even imagine some of the Instagram art poses from some of the people that are really, really good at doing this, like Beskar Kid, putting up these pictures, like some of the others that are in here that would just do a phenomenal job. Beskar Kid, can you even imagine photoing this and putting this up? Wow. And Black Series did. I don't know if any of you know the Black Series, the 6-inch from Hasbro. They have a translucent Vader head that was electrified as well, but it doesn't look anything as cool as this, at least from what I can see right now. Wow, very, very interesting. Let me know what you feel about this in here for sure. And let's go to the next picture here. I'm really just diving into these now. So you're basically seeing from, oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about, the base. It is the first time I'm blowing it up. So take a look at this base. And I think that, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, that base is absolutely phenomenal for a 6 scale. And it gives you an opportunity to put in the one helmet and the other helmet on display instead of keeping it in the box. If and keep changing it out. And sometimes it looks a little silly when people come over and I want to be able to display, the other head sculpts, but it's kind of like weird because like, oh, what is this head cut off or her head cut off? But I like this display because it's like, hey, this is what it comes with. Man, I really like that. Does the base light up? Does this red here light up? I think so. We're gonna let me know in the chat. Oh man, that's what I was saying. The quarter scale has its own merits, but honestly, this one is not a complete duplicate. I dig it, baby. I dig it. Wow, look at this. So you're also getting from the stairwell when he comes down. Geez, that is a touch too sweet. That is, and that Vader helmet looks right size. I always thought the Vader helmet in Return of the Jedi was maybe a little bit bigger than some of the other ones, but it looks just like it. And maybe I'm just crazy. Man. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. How many are you as stoked about this? Wow. You don't have to wonder if I'm getting this. I love that base. I love this base. Gee. Honestly, though, man, I probably would display it. Let me go back. I'm really digging this. I really am. I could see myself displaying it with this, to be completely honest with you. I really, really could. Wow. Single Songwriter puts in, that head sculpt is phenomenal. I 100% agree. It really, really is phenomenal. It is absolutely. Dan S says 100% ordering this, pre-ordering with quickness. Yeah. Here's the thing. Pre-order. A lot of people pre-order, my friend. A lot of people pre-order because of the excitement. A and B, they pre-order because that's the way that they budget, and that's where they put their money in. So many are going to pre-order this. If you pre-order like me, you don't necessarily have to do it like yet. It's probably going to be up for just like the other stuff, anywhere from like 4 to 8 months. You're going to have a window but that window will close. We're getting ready. We're getting used to the new norm, right? Getting used to the new norm. These aren't going to be up for 2 years, and get released and then be in stock and be able to get it here. I can wait to get it from Sideshow. I could think about overseas. They're kind of changing all that, and not just for the economy too. There was a lot of stuff that happened last year with Sideshow trying to get things the way that they want it, as the official distributor. So really, I think this is just a pre-order model, but you got plenty of months to do it. But you're going to be limited anywhere between 4 to 8 months for sure on that. But I think this is how I'm going to display it. And don't worry, I'm going to blow up the screen again as we go on. But I think that's how I'm going to display this. I'll be completely honest with you. I really like it. I mean, I'll change it. I may have to get more than one. Here's the thing with this. I may have to get more than one of this because of the versatility. I mean, I could change it every day or every week and have him like holding up the Emperor with the electrocution thing, or have him, up the stairwell battling Luke. But this one may qualify for, how we get like a couple of troopers, or you get like a couple of royal guards to flank the Emperor. This may qualify for two. How many are actually getting? Just thinking of that more. Now, how many of you are getting more than one of these? Collecting Madness says, well, AJ, there you go. I'm still having issues deciding. Yep, totally get it. But Collecting Madness says, easily two. Yeah, okay. So for a lot of people, this may be two. Single Songwriter says you could pose Vader laying or half sit on the steps with Luke for the let me see you with my exactly. And I love playing with these as far as posing, but this is very versatile. This has a lot of options. It may call for two. This may call for two, to be honest with you. Link says, I got Kenobi Vader on pre-order. Gonna pass on this one. Another good point. Another good point in here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Because here's the thing. Not everybody thinks the same way. While I am getting both, I'm getting the Vader one and I'm getting this one because I got to get every Vader. But I don't get every figure from Star Wars, but for Vader I will. But this is a great point because there's a lot like Link, and he's going to pass on this one. So there's only so much juice for the whole community. There's going to be many of us in here that are going to jump on this and that are going to buy this. And then you also have to factor in the people that want to jump into this hobby that haven't yet. And the reason they haven't yet is because of this economy. But when they do, that's where the secondary market prices are going to go crazy. But it's not enough to justify sitting on 2, 3, 4, 5,000 in stock. Like probably somewhere around there they did with the Beskar Mandalorian. Like they did with the Armor. Like they have done with the Clone Wars Ahsoka. Like they have done with so many figures, not only just with Star Wars, but with Marvel on some of those Iron Man figures, like the Mark 85. Like so many of, the Marvel figures, like Pepper Potts, The Rescue. Like so many of the figures, which is why you're seeing so many of these figures, as I've been pointing out week after week, going for so low in the secondary market. Things have got to change before things change on that. But it's a really, really good point, which is why also don't think that this one's for sure going to get in stock when it comes out. No, it's going to have that window. I say average 6 months. You'll get the low stock warning, the almost sold out and waitlist, but not 6 minutes for this. This isn't like the D100 Disney Iron Man. But it will be limited as far as time. Collecting Madness goes, oh, absolutely. This is the biggest day one pre-order for me this year. Yeah, Braden, Aries, my friend, I have to ask you, Izzy or Alex, who's going home with the belt, baby? Alex Pereira is one of the best fighters in the world from Brazil. A great camp, great team, great pedigree. And you saw what happened. What was it in the fourth round with Israel Adesanya in the last meeting? With Israel's success, I think it was warranted that you have a rematch. I'm going to go with Pereira on this. I'm going to go with Alex on this. I do think he's going to win this fight, but I think it's going to be a close one. Now, Israel could knock him out, and Israel can get him. Israel's hard to take down. His takedown defense is hard. But I'm leaning with Alex on this, baby. I'm leading with Alex. Eric says, hey, what's up, buddy? Another Cantina Insider. Can't wait for Palpatine 2.0 and 2.0 Skywalker. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, it's absolutely coming. Absolutely coming. And AJ says, and yet the DX Ahsoka couldn't have two bases. Sorry, I had to say that. OG fan. No FOMO when you day one pre-order. Must have two of this Vader. Another one getting two of this. Dan S says 100% ordering this. Let's keep going. If I've missed your chat, just retype it. I promise I'll get there. Okay, so this Vader is $345. Is this true? Has this been confirmed? $345 from Polo Ralph Lauren says, for this, let me know if that's true. If that is, I think that is a great, great price. This standalone hints at a new Luke coming. Red 5 strong. You have to wonder. You have to wonder, my friend. Is this what they call you?
They call him the Wizard.
I've been saying it all along. We're going to get one. And we absolutely 100%, in my view, will be getting it for sure. Let's continue on here, my friends, with this. I like this base. Let's get to more photos of this particular figure. And as I try to go ahead and pull it up onto the screen, just give me a second here, baby, as I'm getting some messages in. There we go. Kind of answer those later. And go into some of the pictures we haven't gotten to yet. I mean, this looks good raw. Here's just Vader. Return of the Jedi suit. That looks sick. That looks like Vader from Return of the Jedi. How many times have I seen this movie? 342? Probably too low. Probably saw it more than 342 times. Maybe 789. Damn. Let's get to the... Oh, okay, now. Come on. Mario, you're in the chat. You have the quarter scale. Does the quarter scale have this piece with this type of intricacy that goes on the front of him if you're still in there? Professoro or anybody who is watching this right now that has a quarter scale, does it come with this shield? Because this is absolutely phenomenal looking for sure. It looks sick. And man, I love the Empire Strikes Back version, and that one is supposed to be matching exactly what we saw from the ESB. But besides that, this is an upgrade. This is a 100% upgrade of a figure. And I understand that one's always precious because that's the Empire Strikes Back. But does a quarter scale come with that intricate detail on that part of the plate right there? Damn. I know it does with the neck rivets and all that, but Jigga big there. But damn, that is super sweet looking. Let's go to some of the chat in here and see. El Profesoro, the Mario says, I don't recall if the mask has that detail I want to say no. Yes, I bet you do, my
And I say no.
guys. You know that El Profesoro is almost at 1,000 subscribers, but he shouldn't almost be. He should be there. So take a moment right now and make sure you subscribe to El Profesoro and show him the love. Really, really great guy and just a phenomenal collector, a real asset to this community. Good vibes always. And thanks for that, Mario. Do appreciate it. He says, ha ha, there it is. And he also says it's beautiful. Hoth's Hope Chat Hero, AJ says regular Vader 300, deluxe 345. Honestly, guys, $345 for everything so far that I'm seeing for the deluxe version. Do I think that that's a okay price? And I say, yeah, I think so. I mean, whenever I hear $345, I'm like, geez. But no, I'm thinking with everything that I'm seeing with this, I mean, I think this comes with the 2 head sculpts, right? And the 2 helmets and all the majigata bigs and that base. Yeah. I mean, 345 actually may be a steal. As 6 scale separatist goes, now let's see a Gamorrean guard, Bib Fortuna, and Rancor. Well, you're certainly going to get a Gamorrean guard, my friend, from the Mandoverse, if not already, but you could be getting one for sure from Return of the Jedi. Bib Fortuna, I would say normally no on Bib Fortuna because you're not going to get more than a couple thousand people to go ahead and buy Bib Fortuna. I mean, let's just be honest. People used to get on me all the time when I first started the channel a couple years ago on that. But now that they're only putting out a couple thousand for some figures, Bib Fortuna's on the table. Lobot's on the table. That's why General Lando is coming. Why is he on the table? Because they're going to put out 7 or 10,000 like they did with the ESB? Well, then it would be off the table because you're not going to sell that many. It's going to sit in stock. But if you're going to put out like as many as you did like that Neo from the latest Matrix movie or the couple of thousand that they did with Reva, because that's all they put out on her. That's all you're getting there. And Cobb Vanth was a few thousand, couple thousand, same thing. That's all you're getting. Yeah. Then Bib Fortuna's on the table, especially because he's an alien anyway. For sure. It's good stuff. Now Return of the Jedi Luke, that's what I'm really hoping for. Look, I not only think you're going to get a 6 scale new Return of the Jedi Luke, and I do think it's going to be a DX, and I do think it's going to have rolling eyes functions. And I think the thing that's going to blow a lot of people away is it's going to have a multitude of different hair pieces, plus the rolling eyes functions that you can have that's going to match up with this whole Vader scene that you're going to be able to do. And I think you're going to get that in appropriate fashion on May 4th. Luke Skywalker is the perfect one to come out with, but I think you're going to get the quarter scale. That's going to go at the quarter scale Vader. I really, really do. I think that's going to happen as well. You could be getting them both. So Ryan says, no Vader in the collection yet. So this is for me. I have spoken. Oof. Yeah. And then Vessi is in the house. I'll put in the prices again. 300 and 345. And Jonathan, another Cantina insider, says, phenomenal figure, but I love the Hayden head sculpt for my Rebels Vader versus Ahsoka light display. I don't need every Vader because I don't typically double up on characters. Another good point. Some people do. Like, I'll double up on Boba Fett's. I'm going to double up on Vader's. I'm not doubling up on Mando. Like, the only Mando I've got now is what I got from Hawk Wars Toys. Shout out to Ray, which I haven't unboxed yet. I got the chrome-plated Mando, but I'm not collecting multiple Mandos yet anyway. But I'm going to collect every Vader. I'm going to collect every Fett. Certain characters I'm not going to collect every version of. So, and people are mixed match with that. But this is another reason why, and further evidence. It's not just myself and Hoth's Hometown Hero and the other channels like Six Scale Mafia and Brother Cousins and El Profesoro and everybody in here that kind of can think through. It's like, well, only certain people are going to get this or that. The companies do as well. Sideshow does as well. Hot Toys does as well. They're the ones who are making a lot of, it's their business. So this is part of the reason why you're seeing the model change. It's not only because of the reasons we're saying here, the economy coming out of COVID. COVID changed everything. This is why you're seeing what you're seeing. Vader 45, about Vader. Hello, Aries. Hello, everyone. Oh, this Vader is going to be in my case. Oh, yes. And that base is amazing. Yeah, I tell you what, it really, really is. And here's a super chat from Collector Joey. I just hope the wrist pegs are easier to put on. I agree. I love to see the innovation that InArt did with the magnetic ones, to be quite honest with you. And I don't know if it could be even stronger than what we've seen. I heard that they were pretty strong and pretty good with that Joker, which has come out, which I'm actually very highly considering getting because I do have the DX19 Batman, and I want to get everything from there. But I'd like to move. I'd like to see the innovation, maybe even really strong. Like you put it on, it's really strong on there. Probably would dig it. But with the wrist pegs, you get to kind of move. I don't know. Things will never stay the same. They'll continue to go on. But thank you so much for that super chat, buddy. The support is really, really appreciated. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Futura says the DX21 Ahsoka comes in from Sideshow today. Wow. Must have all Boba Fett's, says OG fan. Well, OG, I got to fill you up with your favorite clip and your favorite show ever, baby.
I'm Boba Fett. I'm here to see the mayor.
Boba Fett. Do you have an appointment?
Daniel asks the Dark Jedi, where does this Vader rank on the list for you? Oh, number one. And yes, I haven't seen it in person yet, nor have I seen the DX28. And I love Hayden Christensen, and I love that battle damage Vader there, and I can't wait to play with it. But it's half a head sculpt. This is full head sculpt, and we're going to get into more. I think it's 2 head sculpts with this. And this is OT. So this is by far, for me, Daniel, the number one. But I'm getting both. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night for me, being such a Star Wars freak, where I wouldn't have that other Vader. There's certain versions of Vader I could skip. Like, I don't need the Rogue one, even though it's different than the Empire Strikes Back one, and it's different than the A New Hope one. I don't necessarily need the A New Hope one or the Rogue one. I could have one or the other. I don't need to get that specific on that with those suits for me. But every variation, like Hayden Christensen, Empire Strikes Back, like this, the dark side Anakin, because that's Darth Vader. Yes. Just have to. If that makes sense. So I hope I answered your question. Pop culture, living room. What's going on, buddy? Another outstanding channel. Make sure you give Pop Culture Living Room a shout out here. The best Vader. Yeah, so I was just talking about, baby. Yeah, you're right. I totally agree. And if you're looking to ask me a question in here and I'm missing it, I do apologize. Just keep putting it in and I'll get to it as I'm going around. Primox is in here. What's up, buddy? This is just the beginning. Think another Luke. Han and Lando. Did you say Han? Did you say Han?
Don't get cocky.
Man, I'm right with you, buddy. I am right with you for sure. Let's continue to go on over here and take a look at this as I blow the screen back up. Here we go. All right. So as we're continuing to go on, and don't forget to smash that like button right now as we look at this. Oh, I mean, look at that, dudes. Look at that, dudettes. That's pretty sick. That's very, very well done. Wow. Yeah, gotta get the deluxe version. Gotta get the deluxe version. Let's take a look and let's blow this up. Let's see what we're looking at here. That box looks sick. All right. I love the Empire Strikes Back box. But this box looks sick. Looks even more spacey. Look, I'm going to be putting out a video as to why Hot Toys and so many companies, with Star Wars specifically, go with this retro Kenner. This is Kenner packaging. If you don't know what Kenner is, they are the original. There was none before. Although there were some companies like Mego that did a hard pass on George Lucas. Be like, nah, we don't want anything to do with this Star Wars back in 76, 77 when they've been trying to pitch this, if you know the story there. And they have regretted it ever since. And Kenner was like, sure, we're looking for business. We'll go ahead and take it. And it was all she wrote. But there is a specific reason why even a company like Hot Toys bothers with Kenner packaging, which is what this is. And I'm going to be putting out a bunch of videos that kind of explain that. And it was kind of funny because I was talking to Jay, brother cousins, shout out to him, and also second brother, shout out to him as well. After my 6-scale Raw, or after earlier this week when we got off the air, and we were talking about we're starting to see some collectors AFA grade some of these exclusive packaged, 20th anniversary packaging, 40th of Empire Strikes Back with the AFA, which is not typically what you want to do or what you need to do with Hot Toys figures. But it's real interesting. I'm going to be coming out with a series of videos on that, which explains that. But this packaging does look sick. I'm just being honest with you. That box looks sick. I'll never keep it in the. I may get 3. I may get 1 just to keep it in the box. I don't know if I'd want to AFA grade it though. I think I'd want to just keep the. I don't know, man. Look at all this. You get the box. You get the helmet. You get the other helmet. You get the head sculpt. Okay, it looks like it's one head sculpt. You get the lightning effect. You get the sabers. Okay. Do we know if these lightsabers are USB? Or do we know if it's the battery stuff again? Let's continue to go on some of these. Man, that looks sick. Well, they're lighting it up in that picture. Oh, look at that. Oh, they did include the arm. Okay. And who's in front of him here? Who's in front of him here, ladies and gentlemen? Who's in front of him here? Are we going to get a new Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker? And I say yes. What do you guys think of that arm piece? Wow. Is that going to be magnetically put back on, or is that just a swap in and out? I would have liked to have seen that magnetic. If some of you have or have ever had the battle damage DX07, Luke, which is behind me, but I'm not going to get up and pull it out. You would know that it's magnetic. It's a little weak, but I like it. Man, that is nice. That is nice. Let's go take a look at some of the stuff in the chat on what you're saying here. Everything is USB now, says AJ Hoth's hometown hero. Yeah, wasn't there just one that came out though? That was battery. That was weird. And I don't know. I can't think with everything that I've been covering lately, but I could have sworn something was just announced that was battery operated, which was really strange. Pause for some coffee. Wow. Single songwriter says, look close. You can see the tiny USB wire on the lightsaber. Okay, we're going to look it up close. Mr. Mom says there is still some figures that are using batteries. Yeah, that's what I thought. And that was really, really weird, I thought too. When I saw that. So maybe they're restricting it from some places then on those. Songwriter says yes, USB. For sure. Pop Culture Living Room says yes, USB. 8-Bit Flea, yes, they are using a USB. Eric Hankey says, I could see 15 to 12 Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary announcements. There are so many characters they could make. There are. El Profesoro says, this box is beautiful. I have the 40th Vader. I still need to send out to be AFA graded. So Mario, are you getting them graded? So are you sending out the 40th ESB Vader to get graded? Let me know. I think that's what you're saying in there. One to open, one to grade, or are you just grading the box? Let me know, my friend. You also say it here. I kind of want a second one to keep it sealed in the box and have it AFA graded. Yes. That's what I'm thinking too. And I think a lot of people are thinking about that. And Hall's hometown hero goes, Kenner branding freaking rocks. Well, they hit the gold mine. Songwriter says, fingers crossed, Howard Chan give us a Return of the Jedi hot and chewy. It's coming. It's coming. Look, I'm going to play this for you, Songwriter.
They call him the Wizard.
Laura says, I have the ESB Vader and I really don't have room for another. But that Return of the Jedi Vader is really stunning. See, and that's another great point, which is certainly why in this economy, they're not going to overproduce this, as epic as this looks, as epic as this is, as epic as the other Vader DX28 is, as epic as the DX27 Obi-Wan is, as epic as Doc Ock is, as epic as the Green Goblin, the regular one, or the one on the slider, as epic as Cad Bane is. You're seeing what's happening with the Clone Wars Ahsoka. You see what's happening with the Nightmare, Batman, Superman two-pack. You see what happens with the Boba Fett two-pack, even Boba on the throne, so on and so forth. You could look at either version of the Mark 85. Shoot, you could even think, I think it's the Mark 5, whatever one they're reissued at 2.0. It's just too much stock. Not enough new people diving in. Everybody that was going to get those have got those pretty much by now. Warehouse spaces are full. Need to make room for new figures to ship out. What do? You put out another Vader instead of stocking up on this Vader. What do? You put out another C-3PO instead of putting all your marbles, cashing all your chips on the Attack of the Clones C-3PO. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, people. Let's continue to take a look here. It started because Australia, I don't think that is going to be available there. Possibly. let's continue to look at this Vader. Man. Oh, look at that. All right, so it does have the wow. Oh, wait, this has rolling eyeballs. Oh, I'm gonna spill my coffee right here, and then I'll probably ruin my damn keyboard. Wow. All right, Mario, I know you got the quarter scale Vader. Does the quarter scale have rolling eyeballs? Man. What do you guys think of this head sculpt? I mean, I'm going to have to see some comparisons on the quarter scale. But I can't imagine it being that much greater than this for 6 scale in comparison. Wow. Man, that is the rolling eyeballs function, especially on this one, really breathes life. This almost looks real. This looks real. From the the red right under the eyelids to man, if this comes out looking like this, that is absolutely coffee spilling and absolutely beautiful. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, I didn't even know. This is the first time, like I said, I glanced through the pictures and I'm coming up. I had no fracking idea this had rolling eyeballs. My God. I got to pause for a second and drink coffee. I'm like blown away. Is this a DX? Wow. Wow. Rolling eyeballs. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm just, man, this has so much character. Damn. Yeah, this is by far, if it comes out like this, the best and has no problems, the best Vader ever been out by anybody, number one. Number two, I was talking about that DX28 being possibly the best release ever from Hot Toys. And now you're going to have to partner this with it. That one has the rolling eyeball, I believe, on the one. Oh my, I can't pass this, dude. I can't pass this, dudette. I cannot pass this up. I cannot pass this up. Absolutely sick. And El Profesoro says, I have the original Empire Strikes Back Vader on the display. I picked up the 40th ESB Vader with the intentions of sending that sealed box out of the shipper, of course, out for AFA grading. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be putting up quite a few videos on that, my friend. And it's real good. There's a big reason for it. And anyone who has a quarter scale Vader, including you, Professor, does that one have rolling eyeballs? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Hoff's hometown hero, AJ, says they pulled out all the stops. Oh my God, you're right. How do you pass on this Sebastian Shaw Vader, right? Well, here's the thing. Like Laura, who's in here, is passing, and many others. People have asked me before too, how could you pass on this one or that one? It just depends what movie. I could actually see a couple of my daughters who are Star Wars fans passing on this one over the Hayden Christensen one because they're prequels before OT. They're in their 20s. They're way more prequels. That's what they grew up with. And thanks to me, I've taken them 100 million times to go see it. So it also further goes to show, and I'm right with you, Valiant. For me, I'm right with you, buddy. I can't for me. But I think that's why you can't just put all these in stock the way that they are. There's no the variations. And we're going to get into that with the C-3PO here. People are like, darn, Aries, I missed out on the C-3PO. Aries, I didn't pre-order the C-3PO. Aries, that's okay, buddy. That's okay, my friend. What have I been saying? You're going to get a C-3PO from Return of the Jedi. Some people are like, no, the Hot Toys Wizard's wrong on that one, Aries. It didn't really sell that well, best-selling wise, didn't get into the top 5, that die-cast at that price. I'm like, yeah, but it really doesn't have to. They're only looking to sell a couple of thousand of those, 1,500. And then they'll repaint it up and they'll put out 1,500, couple of thousand of the Return of the Jedi one. Then they'll redo it and, they'll go ahead and put out the Revenge of the Sith one, for the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith that's coming out. And they'll put out the Rogue One and this one and that one and the big enchilada after you have about 10 C-3POs already. With the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, you could bet your arse you're going to get the ultimate one for a lot of old-time collectors, the A New Hope one. And I'm telling you right now, they will just milk it and hold back on that version all the way to there and cash in on this mold over and over and over and over and over again, which is way different than holding on to 10,000 Beskar Mandalorians in stock, right? Chew on that. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. El Profesoro says, no rolling eyeballs for the quarter scale Vader. Oh, man, dude. I'm still getting that quarter scale Vader. I'm in the market for it. And but this 6 scale is, wow, they put some work into this. Yeah, Pop Culture says, my wife this morning said, do you really need another Vader? And he said, yes. Good stuff, my friend. Good stuff. Single songwriter goes, now Howard Chan has a 1/6 Sebastian Shaw Vader for his own personal collection. Professorial says, this Vader release is the Vader to get and should have been a DX, in my opinion. I agree. I agree. If they would have said this was a DX, Mario, I would have bought it. I mean, bought it as far as like buying it in my mind. I'm like, okay, you got rolling eyeballs. Okay, you got that sick base. Okay, you got that other diorama piece. Okay, you got 2 helmets, and you got a head sculpt. You got the arm thing. I could almost consider this like an old school. It's would be way more of a DX than the DX18 Maul, right, Mario? It would. So, yeah. I mean, but go figure. I don't know how to figure it, baby. I don't know how to figure it. 16 Shape says, Vader pre-order secured. Definitely getting him. Peter says USB for the chest plate and belts light also, right? I think so. I don't know. Someone let me know in the chat. But oh my God, I just learned that that this was rolling eyeballs function. Let's continue to. Oh my God, that looks sick. Interchange. Oh, and it's a LED light up head, so the head lights up. I wasn't sure if I got to sign up. The head lights up, dudes. I agree with Mario. This could be a DX. This is like one of the sickest figures ever. Oh, man. All right, there's your shot of the Emperor, people. There's your shot of the Emperor. So you have to wonder, is this the Emperor we're going to get? Are we going to get another? Come on, guys. I mean, let me fill up table 66.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design.
Yeah, I think we're getting another Vader, ladies and gentlemen. Because right now, I'm telling you what's going to happen with this one right now. This one already goes for $600 with the chair within the secondary market. So you have to wonder, is it possible that even if it's just 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000, that we get another Emperor for the 40th of Return of the Jedi? And I say yes. Personally, I hope it's not 2.0, the way that they're calling that exact reissue. I hope it has some differences. I hope maybe it would have rolling eyeballs function itself and a little bit different expression on the face. Like here, if you blow this up, he should have some stress and screaming here because it's like, ah! And that would be great because then that's going to hold the value of the other Emperor that's out there. I think we're going to get one. What do you guys? I really do. I think, I mean, because if they have an Emperor that kind of has a couple of different facial expressions, rolling eyes function, doesn't necessarily need to come with the chair even. It can just be an Emperor that kind of goes with this. I mean, because you could put the Emperor right now with this, but he's kind of relaxed, all cocky, sitting on his throne. And I don't know, he's going to look too relaxed if you hold him up like that. But I'd love to see it where he has some stress. I'll be honest with you, I think they're going to do it. And again, here's the heart of the matter, boys and girls. A lot of people don't need it, but some are going to buy it, and they don't need to put out more than a few thousand to be able to cash in. And I think that's the name of the game. That's why you're Lobots. That's why you're Bail Organas. That's why you're Bib Fortunas, like someone mentioned earlier. That's why they're all on the table. But man, that's sick. What do you guys think of the Emperor? You think we're going to get one? Daniel Perk says, I hope they give him light up Sith eyes. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. Dude, yeah. Yeah. Damn, you're making me spill my coffee. Oh God. That would be sick. And again, different from the original, so not 2.0. Yeah, and Songwriter goes in. Yellow light up eyes for the Emperor would be sick. Yeah, baby. I think they're going to do it. Because again, I have the Emperor in the throne. It's right behind me. He's very cocky and relaxed, sitting there, and you're meant to put his one arm on the saber if you choose to, put him up on the chair like I have the one with the throne. And I guess I could put him up, but he's kind of like just, everything that has transpired has done so according to my design. That's kind of not his vibe. When Vader picked him up and he's like, I want to be able to have rolling eyes. I mean, to talk about like being able to display, I think this is coming. What do you guys think? Yeah, I tell you, I'm like a kid here today, man. I really love this stuff. I really, really do. Yeah, and Futura says, I think Hot Toys could do a home run with I think Bouchelet is coming. I really do. I think it's going to be a big shock on May 4th. Can you imagine if we get a Luke and then we get a Leia Bouche and you get like, you wouldn't even know what figure to talk about first. You're going to kind of be lost, especially if they drop not just one, not just two, not just three, not just four, but 5 of them. Josh said he just pre-ordered this. Let's go. Yeah, El Kid Fido, I'm right with you, my friend. Other Kid to the Insider. What a great day. What a great day as well. Eric Hankey says, I could see a deluxe with a chair and collector edition with no chair. It's possible, but I need it to be different than the first one so it kind of works with this pose here. Yeah, for sure. Man, this is exciting. Very, very exciting to kind of read into a lot of these here. All right. I wanted to definitely show you guys that. Let's continue to go on here. Oh man, I agree with El Profesoro. Look at everything you get. I mean, rolling eyes. I need to get 2 of these. I just decided now. Because I want one to display this base. And then I want one to go with Luke. I can actually get 3 of these. This is so versatile. God, my money is gone. And how ingenious I was to start getting into DC and Marvel. How did I ever get that idea? Talk about spilling my coffee. I mean, goodness gracious. I'm going to have to get 4 jobs now. I already got 2. Pause for coffee. My goodness. Any of you hiring out there? I make great coffee. Goodness gracious. Damn. And it seems like a lot of these are coming out earlier. It's not like we're going to have 2 years for this to come out. I heard from people that the Darth Clone Trooper pilot shipped today. This is sick. Oh, look at that. Sick. Man, it's sick. That's sick. Oh, here's the big one. I agree with Mario. How is this not a freaking DX? It has rolling eyes. It's got, how is this not a how is this not a DX? I mean, you get the one base, you get the one diorama, you get this awesome base, you get the interchangeable LED light up helmet, you get the freaking rolling eyeball eyes, you get the other helmet, which has some intricacies to it, like that plate in front. You get the LED light up lightsaber USB, you get the LED light up freaking thing, you get the arm that's cut off. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could get just one of these. But money, I'm going to have to get two. Jeez. Man, that is just... And we're going to get to the C-3PO now. What does this mean for the DX28? And I can tell you right now, without getting into too much with it, you guys have been following me. Keep a very, very close eye. I've been telling you that the collector edition was going to waitlist, and it did. Now, 3 versions have waitlisted. Now, with the announcement of this, there is a pattern here. Expect over the next month, if not maybe later this week or next week, to start seeing a low stock warning on that DX28 while this one comes out. And then the whole DX28 is going to go. Keep an eye on the Obi-Wan, baby. That's why I put it on the banner. I'm just saying. But goodness gracious, let's go ahead and let's get to the other one I want to talk about here. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, C-3PO. Okay, so for everybody who has been going a little bit crazy and really disappointed and stressed that you missed out on the Attack of the Clones C-3PO, have no fear. This C-3PO now appears. And you also get Salacious frickin' Crumb, which is absolutely unbelievable. And I would like both versions of C-3PO, personally. But if I had to choose, I would probably take this one over the Attack of the Clones one. It looks really, really good. Because it's Return of the Jedi, but I like them both. But you see what's happening here? That one went out right in time for a new one, which has very little changes, really. Paint apps, a couple of extra little intricacies, very minor R&D. But instead of sitting on board in stock, they give you another one. So that's exactly what's going on here. OG fan goes, I just made Howard Chant, CO Hot Toys, the beneficiary of my life insurance. If I die, my collection will continue on. Good stuff. Baden, hello to you too, my friend. Duckabino, what's going on? Chewbacca and Leia are coming too. A few stormtroopers. Yeah. And Daniel says, I'm so happy they dropped 3PO. I don't have to drop 1,000 on the Bondi one. Yeah, no. And Kiki Sphincter says, Will Fox Vacation. Well, I haven't seen Will. I'm probably behind on my chat, but Will, if you're in here, good to have you in here, my friend. Will, are you getting this 3PO or are you getting the Vader? Let me know. Good to see you in here, Kiki Sphincter, as well. And Professor Earl says, could this be a tease for Jabba the Hutt? You have to wonder. And Mario, you have to wonder with that statement, what clip am I going to play here? Mine or yours, baby?
And I say, yes.
I actually think we're going to get one. Wheel Foxification. There he is. Love to be here. Yes, getting the 3PO. Vader is a baby. Woo! Now, Will, are you actually getting the Attack of the Clones 3PO, or is this like now because you missed out when you're able to get this one, which I think a lot of people are going to do. Single Songwriter goes, I'm thinking of Jabba the Hutt on the barge. Hey, listen, actually, look, and they've put out, Hot Toys has, look back at the past, they've put out some figures with leg. You know, like that song, She's Got Legs. She knows how to use them. They have before. So you have to wonder, could we be getting a Prisoner Leia that is going to shock and awe the collecting universe? And they're sitting there in their board meetings and they're like, how do we get free advertising? How do we get Mario to put up a video? Or, you know, who else is in the chat here? Hulk's Hometown Hero or Will Foxification or every single person who has a channel to put up a video, not just once, but 20 times. You put out a Prisoner Leia and you have to wonder, is this what they call me?
They call him the Wizard.
Just when you think you got it figured out. Anyway, let's continue to go on with this here. If we don't get size noodles for the 40th, I'm selling my... Yeah, Prisoner Leia, exactly. Prisoner Leia, Jabba's Prisoner Leia, Swimsuit Leia, whatever Leia. Let's continue to go on. All right, I love this one, drinking a big here with the eyes. I love having Salacious Crumb. Oh, look at the base. Jeez, the base. Ah, man. Honestly, this is die-cast. And coming with this base, if I had to choose right now, if I could only choose one, Attack of the Clones C-3PO with that awesome weathering, or this one, which isn't nowhere near as weathered, but with that base and Salacious Crumb, I'm going to be honest with you. I think I know why that one's on waitlist. Because I think a lot of collectors would go with this one over that one. I'm just saying. And there's R2. And I'm telling you right now, I know the Attack of the Clones R2 is weathered. I don't think it's this one. We're getting another R2, which is why that R2 has waitlisted, in my opinion here. Man, this looks sick. Let's look at the backside. Oh, man, this is... But they think I am some type of a god. Well, why don't you use your divine influence and get us out of this? But, sir, that just wouldn't be entirely proper. Proper? Sorry, it's an old friend. Yeah, I can recite the whole thing. I've watched it more than once, just FYI. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. That looks so good. Yeah, I don't think this is the Attack of the Clone ones, guys. I don't know. Maybe it is. Whether it is or not, I know that they're going to give us one. I would have loved for it to have the weathering or how beat up it was from the blast he took by the blast doors. This is sick. This is so beautiful. Honestly, you know, I'm going to pose a question. Do you need the 3PO from Attack of the Clones with this? I'm asking myself the same question. Now, like I said, I got to have all Boba Fett's. And I got to have mostly all Vaders. But I'm asking myself the question here. Do I need... I mean, I need the New Hope Shiny C-3PO. I would need this C-3PO. I would need a 3PO from Empire Strikes Back with Chewbacca that breaks apart. I would need the C-3PO from the Phantom Menace for sure. I don't know. I mean, I think I could do with just this one for now until I get a more shiny one. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. And that base. Oh, wait a minute. You get an extra head sculpt. Ooh. Ooh, when are they going to show me that? Where is it in the pictures? This is sick. This is... Oh, yeah, that one. Comes like that. Oh, look at that, dude. Oh, that is beautiful. That is sensational. 125 in here. Please go ahead and smash that like button. I so do appreciate the support. And hey, if this is the first time you're watching me, go ahead and please subscribe. I do appreciate it. Man, that's gorgeous. Surprised it didn't come with another Grogu. Maybe we'll start getting a bunch of these because, you know, they're coming in just about every Mando episode. You know, Grogu's on fire. Come on, I mean, it's just Grogu. That's why half the world watches this. It's not for Din Djarin. It's not for Bo-Katan. I love Katie Sackhoff. It's not for Jack Black, although I love him. Jumanji. But it's because of this guy. And that's why my great-great-great-great-grandmother watches it, I guess. I asked her about Din Djarin, and she's like, what's Din Djarin? Is that a new coffee? Anyway. Salacious Crumb. Damn. The weathering on that R2 is 100% different from the Attack of the Clone ones. Yeah, I know, I agree. I just didn't have a chance to say it with 100% surely, but being a Return of the Jedi fan and looking at that Attack of the Clone ones a lot, I'd be a fan of that as well, obviously. All the films, yeah, it's different. We're getting a Return of the Jedi R2. So those that missed out, unless you want the Attack of the Clones ones, you don't have to go spend $500-$600 on somebody's sellers to get that 3PO in this. And I think this is exactly what they're doing. I don't know if it's going to be long term. Yeah. I don't know. It's against my programming to impersonate a deity. Yes, it is. Going on top of what I said here. Gosh. Man, who needs cream for their coffee?
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
Here's your interchangeable faceplate. Die cast. Sick. I like this better than the Attack of the Clones one. Highly detailed torso design. Yeah, I'd say. Let's see everything that it comes with. Blow it up here. I love the base. I'm just being honest. I love these bases. How many of you miss? Be honest now. The sand footprint bases. Aren't you sad that Vader didn't come with that? Or that this didn't come with it? But listen, Howard, if you're watching, please with the Return of the Jedi R2. Please with the Return of the Jedi R2. I'll say it one more time. Please with the Return of the Jedi R2. Can you give me a display base? Because it's out of proportion. If I got 3PO sitting on this base, and then R2 just sits on the floor, and I got to find something like cardboard or a different base to prop him up. Can we please start getting a base with the R2-D2s? I'll say it here for the community. You could charge an extra $10 for me anyway. I'll buy it. Make it the Ares version with the base. What's the price on this? Does anybody know? Diecast, probably the same as the Attack of the Clones, right? Wouldn't shock me with some of these pieces, though, and a Salacious Crumb if it's a little bit more. What do you guys think? Sad footprint base. Rumor has it that they will come out with a Bib Fortuna. Yeah, and here's another rumor as well. I know that Play Toys come out with this, But I guarantee you that Hot Toys is going to come out with this too.
I will not condone a course of action that will lead us to war.
Listen, it's just the truth. And nothing but the truth. So help you, Hot Toys. It really, really is. Just like you're seeing multiple versions of C-3PO. Is it possible you're going to see multiple versions of Padme/Queen Amidala? And I say, yes, you most certainly are. And you're going to see whether it's the Queen Amidala that just came out, which looks sensational, by the way. I mean, if it comes out like that, the final product, my goodness. However, I've been talking about it for a while. I really, really believe, I really, really heard from the Hot Toys wizard that Queen Amidala from Hot Toys is coming. It really is. As a matter of fact, you're going to get more versions of Queen Amidala, quite frankly, that you're going to get of Leia. She had so many outfits, especially under this new thing, this seemingly only pre-order model, where they just have to put in a certain amount and then roll it out the door. I mean, that Queen Amidala has Hot Toys written all over it, just like the C-3PO, which I am getting the C-3PO and I am getting the Vader Deluxe. I think I want to go ahead and get two. I am going to get this C-3PO. I think it's better than the Attack of the Clones one. I really can't pass on this one. Technically, it's going to be interesting. Again, more and more announcements, but less production on those announcements and more reiterations of the same molds that were used, which is exactly what you're seeing. But man, what a phenomenal day. What a phenomenal time to be a Star Wars fan. It is just, and listen, I'll end the show with this, how I began it. Remember last year, almost a year ago today, April 13th, 51 weeks ago, we got the impossible. We got the unexpected with the DX28 Luke Skywalker. And they look like that they're following the same pattern. But instead of just one figure like we got last year, we got two today. And remember, we got 5 last year. And remember, make no mistake about it, from 2 years ago with the blurg and some of those other ones that was kind of like, what the heck was that for May 4th? And Sideshow got all the glory with that Grievous. They're never going to go back and do that again. What are we going to get this May 4th? You're going to want to stay tuned to 6 Scale Cantina to find out. But listen, you can get more of my thoughts tonight. I will be on Jay Brother Cousin Show, the best of the best. I think he's going to go ahead and start that right at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. So look for me there tonight. I'll be talking more about this. We all will be. I will absolutely be on that. I've got more thoughts on this. That Cantina Insiders, that members only video, it's already recorded. It will be coming out. Just didn't get a chance to cut it yet. Plus a couple of more Cantina Insiders for those that are interested in joining the channel. And we got quite a lot in here. I predict a lot of this stuff and talk about a lot of this stuff as Cantina Insiders. You could take a look at that little join button, see everything that it comes with. If you want to give it a shot, how much does it cost to be a member? It's cheaper than a dozen eggs, baby. It's cheaper than a dozen eggs, for sure. But man, I got to go back to work. Lunch break is over. But I tell you what, baby, this is so epic. You'll catch me tonight on Brother Cousins. I don't always spill coffee, but when I do, it's all over Howard Chad's Hot Toys. Stay thirsty, my friends.
All right. But this is the last time.
versus my father.